Hello, welcome. It is Wednesday. December 8th. And welcome. I hope everyone's having a good day. If you're not, I hope your day gets a little better. I will do my best to help facilitate that. So, this is not really a complaint or anything. You know how they say don't go shopping when hungry? I bought supplies to make some sort of like casserole dish, which normally wouldn't be so bad. However, I'm gonna take a quick drink of that. However, because I, do cooking willy-nilly at times, now I have 4 pounds of sausage, varying between hot and mild, 28-ounce can of cream of mushroom soup, 3 10-ounce cans of cream of chicken soup, and 7 bargain value tubes of croissant. You know, those the ones that you're supposed to roll up and then bake, but if you just lay them out flat, they cook out flat, which, has its own charm. So I kind of did the thing where you set up to make biscuits and gravy. I don't have biscuits, nor did I buy gravy. What I'm saying is, when you go to the store to buy stuff, specifically to cook with, make sure you have a rough estimate of how it's supposed to go. Otherwise, you may end up doing something real dumb. Like, I don't even have any pans. And I'm not being, like, facetious, like, oh, I don't have any clean pans. Like, I legitimately have one half sheet for cooking, specifically to put stuff in an oven that I line with parchment paper, just so I can be like, okay, I can have toast from my oven because I don't have a toaster. I am not very well set out for this, but I mean we're still going with it. I don't know what day I'm gonna cook that. I don't know if I need to cook the sausage before I throw it into everything and then have that cooked. There's probably some things I can look up before then. But until then... Oh yeah, also I bought like one little dollar package of frozen vegetables just to be like, okay, well there's vegetables in it now, so that's good, right? Instead of it just being sausage, sauce, and very crusty crust. Which, I mean, I'm still not opposed to that. That sounds delicious. That's why I wanted to do it. But one of the other things I'm just missing at this house, what is the biggest item that you'd think you need to cook with? Like, that everything would require. Here's a hint. It's not what you think. It's salt. I don't have salt. Realistically, a lot of the stuff that I cook with has a lot of salt in it, so I shouldn't have to worry about it too much. But still, like, I have no salt here. I've lived here for 7 months. I don't do a lot of cooking. But that'll be a thing for later. As you can see, right now I have the music set to Christmas time. It's December. I can get away with doing this right now, and I mean I'm fine with big giant circles. They're great. Let's see. Okay. I'm not sure if today will be a long stream, like a super long stream, or if I'll cut it up into 2 chunks because there's a more than 80% chance that later on I'll be playing The Forest with Shay and Tresden and Snap. Yeah, more than 80% chance. It's just a question of whether or not I stream it or am just a voice on their stream. Because, frankly, I don't know. I mean, if I'm gonna be up, I may as well be streaming that too. But I want to play this game still because I'm super mad at Barry. Very, very, very. All right. I think that's plenty of reasonable preamble when it comes to this. Let's see. I'm just gonna check a thing real fast. Shay's still online. Good. Aww. Alright, cool. I'll just close that. Alright, what is it? Game? Yes, it's game. Cool. So, like I said, we're gonna go back to Pokemon. At this point in time, the Nuzlocke has ended. I am free to play to my heart's content. But again, I will still that's not making any noise. I will let's turn that off. Yeah, nope, that's not making any noise. Great. I will still play, and if somebody says, oh wow, that is really not going. Wonder what's wrong. Well, we'll just do this the easy way. Set the monitor off. And set to... No, I'm not getting anything now. That's not good. Wow. Make sure your things are working properly before any large scale event like this. Otherwise, bad things might happen. Okay, cool. Cool. And then we're going to turn that to monitor and output. And I still can't hear anything. If I can't hear anything, you can't hear anything. But not the other way around. Wait, no. Yes, not the other way around. Okay, what's wrong? Why is this having so many issues now? Welcome to Troubleshooting with Zao. On today's episode, why the sound isn't working, even though it was working 2 days ago and nothing changed. Yeah, what on earth is wrong? All right, we're gonna do. Oh, okay. Let's try this again. Come on. All right. Hmm. God, I'd love for this to work. Did I turn this all the way down somehow? No, that's not a thing. No, this is super annoying. Well, I don't know. It's like berries cause me problems even from beyond the game. Hmm. I'm about to start pulling cords. Hopefully, see if that does anything. But looks like it's not. You know what? I'll go into the game. Maybe there's a software update. Nope. No, it's not. Cool. All right. Fine. Fine. Cool. Man, don't you just love when you boot up a Pokemon game that you just died in and all of the sound is gone and all of your Pokemon are gone and all you have left is the ghosts and remnants of what once was? Why? Why is this not working? Is it something to do with this? Let's change how this is capturing. Wave. And then we'll change it back. Yes, that's fine. No? No, it's not good? Oh, God. You know, we might have to switch back to Breath of Fire because this is clearly not working. The worst part is this also could, shuts off every other game that I would have been playing on the Switch. So all of the Nintendo 64 stuff, like maybe I wanted to play Majora's or not Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time. That would have been fun. I haven't played that game. At least I don't think I have. Maybe it was Majora's Mask I haven't played. Either way, I never had a Nintendo 64 growing up, so there's a few games that I haven't played. Oh, God. Okay. All right, this is upsetting, and I'm not happy. Go back here just to make sure I close out of everything. All right, fine. That's okay. It's okay. It's not like that was the only thing I had planned going for today. Let's see. In the meantime, I'll turn this back on because, frankly, I mean, I check the chat every so often. I see that there is minimal. Like, I want to complain. I do. I want to be like, I've been around for 5 months and nothing's happened. But because nothing's happened. Like, I don't go out there. I don't talk to people. I have trouble dealing with the whole networking thing. More often than not. But I don't know.
Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho,
ho. So remember how I said this is not the best time of year for a lot of people and a lot of reasons? Because, usually it's when people are hit the hardest by depression for various reasons, one of which including weather. I just get frustrated. I'm just getting super frustrated, and it's really annoying. You know what? Here. I'm going to change what we were doing. So instead of playing through Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, I've been putting this off because it's not really a game that people want, that people care about, or even know too much about, because it came out at a weird time and was literally only on phones and then on the Wii, and you had to buy each chapter specifically when on the Wii. But wait, no, I can just do randomizers. I could just do randomizers today. Yeah, that might be a good idea. That'll keep things going, keep things smooth. Legend of Zelda randomizer. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, let's change the title again. Link to the past randomizer. For now. Randomizer, remove first playthrough because it's not a first playthrough. It is nowhere near a first playthrough. So, all right. This might be the worst starting time that I've had. Like, I know I don't do a lot of setup. Like again, I went shopping literally an hour ago, or at least I got back from shopping an hour ago or so. And I was like, okay, I'll put some stuff away and then get ready to go. And then I hit going live at 40. Or that's when I sent my tweet. I don't know. I see people starting up, like actually starting to start streaming. And I give reasonable advice like, hey, things don't always go well. Don't let it get you down. Keep at it. Don't get flustered. Things don't go well. I need to take my own advice. I need to listen to myself every so often, but I don't, because well, no, it's not actually because I wholeheartedly believe the advice of, hey, sometimes things go bad. Don't take it the worst. But I don't know. I don't know. What was I doing? Right. Let's make sure I've updated that to where it actually says I'm doing Link to the Bank class randomizers. I might shift over to Final Fantasy. Who knows? Who knows? Because frankly, I don't know how today's going. I've got myself a weird situation, and why did RetroArch not launch? Thank you. All right. So hopefully, because I haven't checked that this is going to work, this works. All right. L. Nope. Which one's this? Zelda Parallel Worlds? What's that? You know what? That'll be a different thought. No glitches, open fast scan, and I don't know if I've done either of these. We'll see. Looks like I haven't. All right. So, little thing to note, when generating these seeds for the randomizers, you can choose a different sprite. I made these seeds months ago. I couldn't tell you what sprite I chose. I'm gonna assume I chose Stan. Ah, nope. Yeah, I didn't choose Grunkle Stan from Gravity Falls. He's one of my favorite ones to choose. But okay, so we have okay, I can do 12 letters. It's just easier just to go south. Yeah. Oh. It's inverted? Okay, cool. Oh, this is going to be interesting. All right, so the prospect of A Legend of the Zelda Link to the Past Randomizer is beat the game. All the treasure can be flippers. Well, so much for using fake flippers, Glitch. All of the treasure can be in a different location. Entirely different. Anything could happen. The downside is I have no idea what I'm doing. I actually have some idea of what I'm doing. It's just not good. Because apparently, in starting in inverted mode, I decided to be like, well, let's just die, I guess. Well, it's not a deathless run, so let's see what's at the Dark Chapel. Of course, the Dark Chapel is the Dark World's version of the chapel, so it's very close to the Dark City. And on the other side of whatever barrier could exist, I'm trying to kill him just to get bombs. Because those giants do drop bombs. But they also take a lot of hits with the Master Sword. It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna continue. It's gonna... Alright. Forget this. I'm not gonna try to get bombs yet. I'll just go to the town and see what I can loot from the town. The fact that I have flippers already is pretty good, but it doesn't help me much. Because I would like a sword. Now, what I don't know is whether or not entrances have been randomized. They have not. Good. I was really afraid of that one for a second. Yay, $20. I need to get like 80 rupees just to be able to do the digging mini game. And I think this one's only 20, and I should be able to do it with this. Oh, 30. Great. I don't want to leave. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna... Oh, I can't get in there because I don't have the Titan mix. Ah. Come on. Yes. think this is the right one. Now, the worst part is, since... Oh, good. Oh, boy. This isn't going to get any easier, is it? Oh my god. I did that one to myself. So I was hoping I could get in here and get this chest without any problems. Which might just involve getting this mummy to get out of that hole so I can grab the chest. $20. The reason I did not go through the key door, even though I have a key, is because this is one of the few dungeons where you can actually end up with a surplus of keys if you do it right. The lantern. And when I say if you do it right, I mean if the game allows me to do it right. Come on. Okay, cool. We got the big key. I can't do anything with it. And I need bombs. Okay. It's fine. That's fine. We're good. We're still good. I got a little bit more money, so I can do the... What's it? The chest opening minigame, which will always give a reward, even if it's the first time you do it, because whatever your second chest is the reward item from the minigame, and you don't have to do it multiple times. Hopefully, however, I can get something worthwhile. There is a couple other free items that I can check. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, we found the one arrow. We found the unique item, one arrow. I am so mad. Oh. All right, let's go talk to Stump Kid. Kid that turns into a stump. If I were better at the shooting game, I would be able to do this and actually make money. Costs 20 rupees. I am not good at shooting. I cannot consecutively hit. Of course, another thing to be nice. I don't know if the Dark World bushes do it, but in the Light World, some of those bushes drop bombs. Which I'd like. Sword. Oh, thank goodness I have a sword now. And full magic? Okay, alright. Feeling a little better. like I'm still kind of stuck. I need to get 110 rupees just to access the first dungeon. But now that I have a sword and reliable damage, I was hoping for a bomb. Oh well. Maybe somebody's selling a bomb. Okay. I have to remind myself that I have the ability to swim. And because this is a weird situation... Oh, wait, I can't do anything in here. Ooh, there's a hint tile. I can use the hint tile. Maybe the hint will be helpful. A unique item is in Thieves Town. Nope. They mean the name of the dungeon, not the stupid arrow that I got from Thieves Town, the chest game. Probably. They probably mean the, Oh! I bet I can get up through here. Yeah! Cool, I have a way around that bridge now. Awesome. Cool. This is just a ferry. It's always just a ferry. Okay. Are you serious? Okay. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not far from where we were. In fact, I'm going to see what's up here because that was a weird, like, situation. All right, this is for when I actually open up the light world. I can get there easily this way. But yeah, no, I can't cross this bridge if I don't have a hammer. And, who has two thumbs and not a hammer? Oh, that's a lot of bombs. That's what I wanted to see. Yes. Now I can actually do stuff. Eventually. Of course. Alright. So the reason I came over here in the first place is because that particular one has a little pulley bit and could have given me a bunch of money. Instead, it decided to give 40 arrows. Not opposed to 40 arrows. 40 arrows has its place. Heart piece. It's fine. That's fine. Still gonna get it, because every little bit helps. Now, the worst part is, even after all of this, and I managed to get up here and get bombs, I can't really go back. Not easily, at least. Not safely. Hey, Tresden, welcome. Yeah, Link to the Past. Definitely what I planned on playing today. Definitely didn't have a slight issue with that. In fact, I think I'm gonna do a very tactical save and reload at my house. Oh no, I have the sword. I don't have a shield. Here's my house in scenic Dark World. So this is... I don't know if you know too much about randomizers. This is a randomizer. Any item could be in any spot. Including these 4 chests, which can have blue armor, a heart piece, $20, and $50. The blue armor really helps. And now that I have bombs, actually, now that I have now that I have $80, I can do the shovel mini game, get the item from there. Because unfortunately, to get inside of Thieves Town, I need to come in from the back way. I don't have any way to lift a rock. I don't want to accidentally lay a bomb. My only hope is that I come out ahead on rupees from this minigame. Most people would leave. I'm very... There we go. Awesome. Alright. Tactical save and quit, just to get to the next spot that I can go back to. The Dark Chapel. Oh, I did get a 4th heart piece. Nice. All right, and mildly controversial topic. I believe Blind from Thieves Town is the highest defensed enemy in all of The Legend of Zelda. because blind takes 9 hits. Period. You just have to hit blind 9 times and it dies. No matter the sword. So there's a whole power ranking of what's the strongest sword from The Legend of Zelda, like a franchise, and the butter sword, or the golden sword, is the strongest because each of these swords doubles in power. So the master sword has a power of 2 as opposed to the fighter sword's 1. And then the tempered sword would have a power of 4. And the butter sword has a power of 8. So blind takes 9 8-power hits. I mean, blind also takes 9 1-power hits. But look, highest defense does not mean highest health. Grappling hook. Oh yeah, feeling happier now. 3 bombs. Now, can I beat this dungeon as I am? I don't have the compass. There's still a couple chests. And also, my skill against blind is not the best. But that hasn't stopped me before. I bet those cats didn't need to be yelling at me. Okay. That's the easy room. This is the hard room. One. Bounce off of the one that doesn't drain my magic. Okay. Oh, there was a hint panel. I could have used that. No matter. Oh, these things hurt. All right, I'll take $300. No. Come on, don't fill out that now. Jay's managed to go a whole 24 hours without the stream crashing, which is great. That's good. That's a good sign. So aside from the fact that I still don't have a hammer. Oh. Can I get through this room without a glove? Well. This might be a little interesting, but Looks like I'm going the long way around. Okay. So if this is a compass or a key, I am not going to be happy. That would mean a good chance of whatever's in that chest in the big chest room is important. Oh no. All right. Cool. So like I said, I need the hammer. I can't access that chest without it. See if I can do the blind fight with, you know, no shield. I was gonna say 4 hearts, but apparently 3.5 hearts. 4 hearts. No potion. No protection. Let's do this. What? Hold on. What? You're not blind. Okay, cool. This fight just became immensely easier, and I am so much happier. Ow. Cool. I thought this was gonna be like legit actual fight, not what is it? Not Landmola, but not Wormdam. I think this actually is Landmola. I don't know what the name of all the bosses are. Alright, I just need to not get bodied here. Yeah, got there. I got bombs. So the good news is, the compass is the item that's in that last chest, and I don't need to worry about going back and opening it. But I did get a hook shot. So that's good. Oh, right. I got bombs now. Yeah, the hookshot's really good. It is definitely a good get. Oh, you played this on the GBA. Hmm. I did too. And I did bad things. Are you familiar with the up-down exploration glitch? Because I actually could perform it. The one where you walk up and down at the same time through. Oh, no. Well, I mean, yes, but no. So, the up-down exploration glitch for Link to the Past, specifically for, in regards to this, for the GBA, was when you walk through a door. Well, technically, I think it was the right-left exploration glitch is what I was using, because I was walking through a door to the right or the left. And if you just hold down both the right and left buttons on the D-pad, it would kind of freak out the loading screen, and you just jut off into a direction. I think. It's been a while since I've actually performed said glitch, but it's how you can get to the end credits within 3 minutes. And then there's a second, even worse glitch that occurs when you do it. But for that one, I will suggest that you watch the what is it? A+ Start. They made a they used to make a series called Son of a Glitch. I think they still do. And they talked about it. In which case, really bad things happen. Like, if you pick up a heart, I mean, your max health is set to 1/2 heart. You have no hit pot, or you cannot hit anything. If you touch anything, you die. And your rupee count gets maxed. Your deaths get maxed. Your spins get maxed for some reason. Like, some of the collectibles for legitimately playing Four Swords Adventures gets maxed out, so you learn all of the abilities that you need, that you can for that game. Okay. Used to have Four Swords on GameCube. Nice. This is fine. This is fine. This is bad. Super picking the 3D Zeldas. I don't like them. Never really get into them like the 2Ds. I get that. Like, there's a reason why when people are like, yeah, Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda. It's fine. Everyone's got their own thing. You did like Wind Waker. That's fair. Alright, I think a tactical save and quit is necessary here. Where am I going? I don't have strength. This and the first two. Yeah, of course. But I do have money. I don't have a bottle, which I would love to have a bottle. Oh, I have flippers. But I don't have access to the light world. That's a problem. So the second Zelda is just different. That's its only downside. It is much more difficult, but it's just different. I bet if they were to make a Zelda like it today, people would be okay with it. That's okay. Oh, whoa, what the? Why am I dropping frames so much? I have dropped like 1,000 frames. What's going on? Look, I'm not gonna say when because, like, well, the only reason I noticed it because the little green square in the corner that says, "Hey, you're running a little hot," kind of thing is just like, "Oh, I'm red now." I'm like, "Oh, no, that's not good." All right, I don't remember what's supposed to be in here. I don't remember if it's supposed to be good or bad. Okay. All right, that's still not terrible. Nothing over here. Nothing good over here. Where do I go now? Oh, right, that's where I go. Let's try to brute force our way into Palace of Darkness. Because that's the next dungeon that we can reach. Too bad we can't cross that bridge. So I tried playing through, this game on Game Boy Advance. No, it will not change the location of items if I save and quit, only because it's based on the actual seed that I rolled, and that gets saved when I save the file itself. Otherwise, if I save and quit and then be like, okay, here's a chest, well, that chest is gone. Hopefully nothing important's in it now. Also, there's hints sometimes. So, like one of the hints said a unique item is in Thieves Town, which it absolutely was. All of these things are considered unique items. And I got a grappling hook. So I'm happy with that. All right, there's the 110 that I need for Kiki the monkey. Let's see how bad this gets. Now, once again, I don't have a bow or arrow, which I absolutely should have, nor do I have a bottle, which would be lovely. Instead, I get a key. Great. Great. Am I going to do this the wrong way? More often than not, conservation of items is important. So, like, I have a key that I could use to open many doors. Many doors, Ed boys. But unfortunately, because of my current predicament, this one's the only one I can really get into. Nope. Let's be smart about this, Sal. There's a chest here that I can open. There's a lot of keys in this dungeon. All Alright, so hopefully that's the key that will get me to that chest. Hopefully that chest will have something useful. Now, the reason I mention things like having a bottle... Oh good, that chest also had a key. There is a known glitch for this particular dungeon. And that's as far as I can get. I can't do anything else down there. I can... Ooh, there is one more space that I can go. No, there isn't. Oh. It works with a bow and arrow. Oh wait, I can just walk through. That's easy, never mind. Alright, so it helps if I can actually throw the bomb correctly. So there are tricks for speedrunning this game. I don't know a lot of them or all of them. I know some of them. Like I cannot do the hammer jump, which allows you to skip that entire dark maze to pick up the hammer. There's 2 chests inside of the maze. Just because that's how things work, I guess. They were like, let's just put more chests in the dungeon. People will love that. Kind of a moot point since I didn't have the big key anyway, but now I do. So now I can go back and pick up the chest using the route the game provides for me. Chest number 1 contains a full heart. Awesome. I'm already okay with having gone through this. Chest number 2 contains okay, power glove. I can lift rocks now. Great. Big chest, the compass. I'll take the good with the bad on that one. I mean, it's like finding a gold bar on the way to picking up some sprinkles. Except people like sprinkles sometimes. Generally, this key is not used here because this should only be a key or something of... Oh my god, it's the Master Sword. All right, cool. Cool, I'll find a new key somewhere else. All right. I'd say that was a very worthwhile journey into this dungeon. I'm not done with it. I don't know if the boss drops a pendant or a Triforce piece. I don't even know what got dropped from the last boss. Well, this one drops a pendant, apparently. Also, the pendant that drops is the pendant of courage. Cool. I need that. Oh, the crystal was the Palace 6 crystal. Oh boy. All right. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. You know, I'm okay with this. In fact, is there anywhere I can go immediately? Yes, there is. There absolutely is. Go to the Dark Chapel and hope for the best. Free bomb. Yes, absolutely yes. What is this? Can I get there? Well, I mean, this is just Old Man Cave. How do I get? Oh, I'm gonna have to do some spatial manipulation, probably. What? Old man, what are you doing? Old man, take a look at your life. I was once like you were. And I hope... I was gonna say, I hope one of these gives a heart. Not a bee. Alright. So, good news, bad news time. Don't know of any way back into the dark world from the light world. You are so needy, old man. Oh, I'm old. Take me to my house. My house is in the middle of a oak. Sure, I'll take the cane of... what is that? Burna? It doesn't actually tell me the name. But it's the one that gives protection as opposed to, progression. Alright, what is the item in this cave? Oh, it's Bombos. Well, I gotta get Bombos. If I can. And I hope I can. I don't know where it is either. So some of these hints will show up like this, where you have a little link face. Those are troll hints. That's what they are. Alright, the fact that I can go onto the mountain, so much more treasure that I can pick up now. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, what? I'll figure that out. Actually, I do need to save it, but I can't do anything else as a bunny. But I can start on the Dark Mountain, which is good. Alright, I can't go through the spike cave because I don't have a hammer. Yes, we can... Wait, what? I can just go inside. Alright, okay. There are some times in versions or in very particular presets that called key sanity, where any dungeon's key could show up anywhere. This is not that preset, so if this dungeon has a key, it will be in the dungeon that it's supposed to. There are only 2 chests in this dungeon, both of which contain keys for this dungeon. So this is basically just a walk. I mean, I still need to grab the keys, but... Nope. Go to the next room. Gotta love the ancient knowledge. Now, super fun piece of information. You can technically get to this point without having a sword. If you have other ways of killing enemies. But if you go beyond this room, you do need one. Oh, flashing warning, sorry. Because only a sword can open the curtains. Now, how many times do I have to attack back? Oh, damn it. Well, that's one. Okay, that's not bad. The first ball he throws will always be reflectable. The other ones, never know. More. Oh, come on. Great, cool. And then every fifth shot's going to be lightning. I need all 7 crystals to enter. Well, the final fight area, of course. But now I have access to a couple things. Oh, right, I can't fix them. That's okay, that's okay. Let's think of where I can go now that I have bunny powers. What building can I go into that doesn't require me to use my hands? I'll just get free items. I have to use my hands for that one. It's full of pots. I know that. Well, I don't need to worry about those 10 arrows. I forget. Can I open chests as bunny? I cannot open chests from the side. That's the solution there, right? But I can Can't talk to Mana's bunny. I can open chest as bunny. I'll take that, yeah. Good, good, good. Now I can go back to, yeah, I think I can do this. No, okay. I can't quite do that one. I might just die. To get back to a better spot. I'm gonna see if I can loot Lion's house first. Because I know I can open chests, but can I push stones? Yes. But I can't open these chests. Oh, it's only specifically the chests that I fell into. What? That's the glitch. That's the particular glitch for that area. Oh boy. That's fine. I can get inside this cave. Good. Good, good, good. Now, what's the reward for running at that tree? 20 bucks. Not gonna do it. Okay, cool. I don't need the 20 bucks there. Alright, and then what's here? $20 more. Wow, there's people leaving 20s lying around all over the place. Can bunnies swim? What? Bunny can't swim? I call shenanigans. Alright, well, if Bunny can't swim, then I actually do need to, do a convenient save and quit. Hey, Snap! How are you? Where was I going? Right, up the mountain. I didn't anticipate I was gonna be fighting Aghanim. I was trying to go to the treasure cave. You're doing good? Great. They only take damage if I spin. Alright, nothing up there. And then let's take a look at what Turtle Rock needs. Turtle Rock needs weight here. That's fine. I'll get Quake eventually. Magic powder. Moon pearl. I forgot to get this chest. And $5. But I got the moon pearl. That's good. That's like item number 1 of the next things I needed to get. The only other thing I desperately want to have is the mirror. I'll take half magic. All right, yeah. So with that, I think I can access Paradox Cave. Because now I have the ability to beat me. The Light World. I might die. Now I'm gonna go get some smooches from an old man. Yeah. Sorry. Magic cape and an empty bottle. Oh yeah. That's what I'd like to see. Oh wait, I can just kill these guys with the hook shot. I mean, if I can hit them, of course. bombs, a heart container. Nice. Piece of heart. Quake. And ether. All right. That is pretty good. I do not have the ability or knowledge to bomb jump across that small gap. Others do. I do not. I think that's about it. That's everything that I can pick up on Death Mountain. Let's see. Oh wait, hold up. Let's actually go through the top of Paradox Cave. To see what's on the floating island. So the floating island, oh, has a bridge. All right, I won't say no to that. I think this one's Spiral Cave. One that goes in a big old spiral. Some of these names aren't super imaginative, but it gets the job across. All right. Okay, now I will actually do a save and quit, because now I should pop in my house, which I can then use this little warp pad to get to where I want to be. Where I want to be is just a little south of where I am right now. Now, when I say just a little south, I meant that I was going to go to the ocean, but then I was like, oh, wait, right, I didn't get any of these chests here. So, not one to leave free loot lying around. Let's go talk to our dying uncle somehow. 20 bucks. Yeah, it's, $20. Oh, God. It's okay. It's okay. I've got enough money now. We don't need more money. This is not Spaceballs 3. Or no, Spaceballs 2 was the search for more money. Spaceballs 3 was the search for Spaceballs 2. Okay. There is five chests I need to worry about down here. Which, you know, is still pretty reasonable. Even if I think 2 of them themselves contain a key. Oh, there's a map. Fallen equipment. Yeah, you can fault it. Ooh. And the amount of time that I have not been paying attention, we've dropped another 1,000 frames. This is not the best. So that kind of tells me that, hey, maybe I shouldn't stream forest later. I mean, I'll play it, absolutely. I won't stream. So, that's fine. I don't know. Half of my thought was like, well, if I'm streaming while playing, then people can still pop in and show up. But like, I don't focus on my chat a lot. Focus more on the game. Hey, someone put a book behind bars. Finally, show that book who's boss. Also, I need that book. Maybe. I might need that book. I feel a little cheated. Because like there is one like speed running actual glitch that I know how to do in this game, and it's fake flippers. I know how to activate fake flippers super easily. And the first chest I opened had flippers. So I couldn't, show it off. Oh well. Alright, a key. Or not. Oh no, this one does. Oh, this does have a key. Huh. Because there's a back way in, sometimes things get weird. Great, cool. So now I can just walk out. I'm sorry, the game legitimately trapped me in here. Like, I am literally actually trapped. I have to save and quit. Huh. I didn't think that could happen. Oh wait, it is this way. There we go. figured I'd check this before I fell down the hole. Is it good? It's bombs. Alright, fine. It's okay. So, one of these should be a key. And the rest of this doesn't matter, because all that key does is let me open up this door, or the one further in, and then get to here from there. So, okay. That's good. That's good. Doing a little better. Let's see. I don't have the mushroom, so I can't do that. I don't have boots, so I can't bonk into rocks. I do have the ability to open chests again. I can pick up these 5 items and then the one inside of the cave. $341, and let's see what's in box number 5. So in total, we got 391 rupees from this house. Alright, before I continue, let me check something fast. Alright, and... Great. Cool. Perfect. Let's see what's in this hole. A piece of heart. Sure. There's one more hole I need to blow up. South of town. Oh, there's also, like, 2 things I need to deal with in town. You. This is the old lady chicken's house. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's what I like to see. And we've got the bug-catching kid who is sick, but only cares if I have a bottle. Apparently he had silver arrows? Neat. Now I have silver arrows. This is just tons of loot. only thing that would make all of this better is if I had, let's say, a mirror of some sort. That'd be nice. I'll take a magic mushroom. Yeah, mushroom. Let's see. Next available spot is Cave 45, which I believe is this one. I don't know why they call it that, but it's got a hammer. Maybe that's not Cave 45. But now I have a hammer. Oh, it is. It is coming along nicely now. I'll pick up the item in the water dungeon in a second. Or realistically, when I get into feeling the water dungeon. I'm a mirror away from being able to get the last level of sword. It's like everything's coming up Millhouse. God, every single piece is coming together. Butter sword. Also, what's inside of here? Oh, it's a fair. Boomerang. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is the nice stuff. See what I get. And bombs. I mean, I may as well buy a bottle of potion while I'm here. Bottle of bean. Ooh, a whole heart. Oh, I'm gonna get that. And I hope what's for sale here is totally worth the 500 rupees. Okay, yeah, fine. I'll take a progression item. Let's see, where else? What else am I able to do right now? Aside from almost anything. Like literal, actual, almost anything. Let's go check on the homeless guy underneath the bridge. Normally he gives you a bottle. What do we get instead? A whole heart. Great. Alright, and then I need all the crystals to fight Ganon. Even though at this point in time I could absolutely kill him. So, let's get these crystals. Do I pick this up now? I have a bow and arrow. I don't need a bow and arrow. I have a grappling hook. I don't need... I have fire. I should be okay. I should not encounter any single boss that will cause me a problem if I don't pick up these 3 items. I mean, I'm still gonna pick up these 3 items, but... Okay, yeah, 2 more health. Alright. Yeah. Oh, there is one single solitary boss that absolutely could cause me a problem. I'd forgotten about it. That is the boss of Turtle Rock, whose name I do not remember, but requires me to have Ice Rod. And I don't have an Ice Rod. Oh, okay, cool. Great. Hi, Hina. How are you today? But to say, I saw your post on you know, when you got disconnected about teleport. I feel like doo-doo. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this like a sick or an emotional doo-doo? Mm. Now when you say something ain't right, like, is it a very sharp pain down below your rib? Because if that's the case, some arrows in Ganon's tower. Oh, okay. All right, that's fair. I thought it was going to be a much different concern. Yes, I do hope it's not COVID because, I mean, you've gotten your vaccine, of course, but you've also been dealing with people more and more. Hi, Dreas. I mean, I'm doing good. It sounds like Hina's not doing so hot right now. But hopefully it is a sick and not a foreboding kind of a thing. 'Cause that's what I had on the 2nd. I had a foreboding, and it was bad. Yes, it is possible to get COVID even if you had the vaccine. It's just a situation of it's not as severe for you, but it's still bad for everybody else involved. Come on, I can hit these things. Stupid anti-fairies. Alright, cool. I've wasted so much magic on them. I got nothing. But yes, I hope that you know what you're facing right now is just an aggravated allergy because it's cold or something like that. Yeah. The problem is, even with the vaccine, you can still spread it to people who don't have it, which is the problem. That's why I said that was the problem. I am a little redundant today, apparently. Oh well. Alright, let's see who we're fighting. Helmasaur. Because over the last few days, I feel like stuff has been getting worse. Oh. It might actually be getting worse. I know you just got a job, and you don't want to be like, no. Okay, I didn't see that you just typed in, and I don't want to be like, hey, I got sick. Sorry guys, I can't come into work. Just got COVID. Okay, I feel like we're on the same page here because you're saying exactly the same thing that I'm saying. Oh boy. But yes, I absolutely understand. You don't want to have them have that problem.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't want that.
Unfortunately, I don't know the best route for even just avoiding or getting people to be like, okay, don't be sick anymore.
Mm.
Oh, I do need to go that way. Whoops.
'Cause I haven't felt like this in a long time, so I don't know.
But yeah, I am sorry that you're tackling this illness right now. Have you been taking anything?
I've been taking allergy meds.
Okay. Have you been taking anything other than allergy meds?
No, because all I got is allergies right now. So
Now, aside from, people at work, how many other randos have you interacted with?
just Trevor and Nixon.
So...
And you.
Yeah, and me. I was gonna say, so the same amount, kind of, except, did Nixon, did the concert happen?
Yes.
Okay. Because I wasn't certain when that was. And everything's been fine. Have you been sleeping in cold rooms because, people have been leaving doors open?
The room I do sleep in is cold.
Now, is that cold by choice or?
Cold because there's no heater.
Um,
Nixon bought a space heater for it, so
okay.
it's not here yet, but still. I leave the door open during the day so the heat goes in there. But I usually sleep in a cold room anyways, so.
Oh, I missed that last one. Oh. What have you been eating the last? I don't know what you've been eating the last couple of days. Because I'd be like, well, I mean, if your diet's not been doing too hot for you, but I don't know.
No, I think it's the change of diet probably causing this.
So,
'Cause we've been doing what Blue Apron sends us,
oh,
and they're
okay.
like balanced meals and whatnot, but there's a lot of fish in it, and I usually don't deal well with fish.
Okay, that's fair.
But we've only had like one fish dish. But we did go to sushi the other day.
Right. I remember that.
I enjoyed it, but I don't think it's doing this to me. This is something else because it like head hurts, my chest hurts, my stomach hurts. I'm crazily tired. So, you know. And I don't want to be like, oh, hey, by the way. Because, like, I just got a fucking job and I don't want to just be like, well, now I gotta quarantine myself.
Right. So what I would suggest is probably, tomorrow, as opposed to today, since it's like 5 o'clock. I don't know if places are still doing the drive-up testing, but
I have no idea.
we should have access to one rapid tests that you can take at home. Because at this point in time of the pandemic, those things should be as prevalent as pregnancy tests. But try to take one of those and see if it is or not. Because even if it's, oh hey, I know for certain that it's not COVID, as opposed to, well, it's either COVID or food poisoning, and I'm not shitting my ass inside out, so,
It's not food poisoning. Because we had the sushi a few days ago, so.
True. I mean, all I can suggest is things like make sure you have more acetaminophen or ibuprofen or whatever it is that you take to reduce pain and swelling, which might help. Because I know you do. The allergy meds, which has its own separate situation.
Yeah, they just had to replace the sewer pump for the Airbnb because the little old lady that's in there right now, she used flushable wipes down it and clogged it and broke it. She burnt out the motor.
Okay. All right, I accept that as a reason. People don't know
If I'm
that
correct, you can use your boomerang to get that part, but
Oh yeah, no, I could.
but
I'm actually okay with little old ladies using flushable wipes. They don't actually know that.
What?
No, you're not supposed to flush them. That's a reasonable excuse for why
Ew, what
that
you
happens.
talking about? Sal, yeah.
Hello.
Trevor says hi.
Hi, Trevor.
Looking dapper in your
Oh, nice.
in your little reindeer ears.
Yeah. Hey, I had to spend like
What's
3
it called?
minutes figuring out
Oh,
why I can't
Riker,
put the
back
arm
up.
behind my ears.
What's it called? Prop? What?
P-R.
Oh, I know the big right.
This?
Hunt.
Oh!
What's up? There's the big key.
Let's get the review. The killer picked me up and I farted on them. 10 out of 10 would fart again.
Oh, it's a prop night? Is
Yeah.
that what it is? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that name's picked up recently.
I can slam into killers as a massive blue canoe.
Yeah, you.
What's the point of a 4-man queue if only one of you can queue up as killer? Oh, they added 5-man queues.
Hmm.
Oh, that's cool. So you just queue for it and you have a random chance of becoming the killer. Let's look at these not recommended. Oh, you can't leave after you die?
Oh. Well, I think that's just to make sure things move smoothly or for re-queuing purposes. Alright, we gonna fight. Oh. Well, I mean, you're dead, but also you're terrifying to look at right now. Oof. think I can access this cave. Awesome, awesome. It's bombed. I don't need it. Okay, cool. There.
Did you see that fucking Magic and Arcane are doing a crossover? Magic the Gathering.
Yes, I've seen Magic and Arcane are doing crossover. So I know what and why a lot of people have issues with. They're called secret layers. It's just new art. It's basically just a fresh coat of paint applied to some cards. But I don't know anything about Arcane or League of Legends for that matter. So
Apparently, the #1 group of VTubers is trans women.
I can. Yeah. No, there's a lot of trans. Yeah, there's a lot of trans people doing YouTubing because it's easy. There's no worry about like, well, you can't do it because you have, X, Y, and Z situations. You're like, no, I'm just a picture. I can be whatever the hell I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be some sort of tiny pixie dragon. By all means, no one's gonna stop me.
Just like how you're a cat.
Just like how I'm a cat.
And I'm a squib.
Exactly.
The best squib around.
I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's right. It's fun trying to remember where all of the important treasures are, or where all of the treasures are, particularly. Because sometimes I forget.
Sometimes I sit here and wonder, why is it when I look locally for dates or whatever, it always sends me people from halfway across the United States. Like, don't understand why.
For dates?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is your settings too high on distance, or?
Nope. I said it locally. Tennessee and Texas are not locally.
I mean, that's true. That's probably not even anywhere close to local that you've had at any point in time.
Nope.
Oh, I got the tab. Big key. Oh, I have no clue. Or, yeah. I think, tactical save. In order here. Oh. Right. Side entrances, deck access. Forget about So the trick here is if you use the visibility cloak and just grab onto the wall, the magic doesn't drain for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't drain.
Tell it to drain.
Oh, no. But I want my magic to stay there. Although I'm getting to the point where I'm actively afraid of a certain boss coming up. Specifically whether or not it exists. Because one of these bosses requires I have an item I don't have right now. So hopefully I will never see that boss.
You're fucking the garden? How could you do that? Well, you gotta make the hole somehow. Yes.
Whoops, too close to the wall on that one. Woods. Oh wait, no, I just need the. Right, I just need the water temple. Which I guess I can do from my house. Perfect. Sweet corn on pizza is a great choice. Well, we'll see about that game. We'll see. All right, and we got the ice rock, which is the last thing I think I actually needed, just to make sure we didn't get stopped by a boss. All right, great. That should be every single thing we need to do to go inside. Now we just need to find the big key and we're done. I forget if this thing needs fire. Answer is no. Oh, no big key yet. There we go. Okay, good. We did actually pick that up. So it's trapped inside. Perfect. Time for the gauntlet. Most people use arrows for. Arrows are currently a hot commodity. That's fine. It's all computering it. All right. Oh. Oh. Yes. Almost there. Home stretch. 2 bosses to go. I never freed the bird. Here we go. I conquer the light world, I'll hold a parade of all of my monsters to demonstrate my might to the people. Oh, I didn't hit him enough times. I'm not dying against the final boss. Not at this point. Oh no! Silver! My one weakness. But once you have an item equipped, you can't do anything else in that screen. Except for fall
I don't think my mom understands how emojis work.
Really?
Yeah, my package for the Final Fantasy thing finally came in, and she messaged me. It's like, "Holy cow, that's a big box!" And I told her what was in it, and then she sends me a smiley face. Like, wait, what?
Like just a smiley face?
Yeah, just a smiley face.
I don't know. Is she questioning whether or not there's something else inside? But you got the statue, right?
Yeah, the statue, the artwork,
Yeah,
the
of course.
soundtrack, everything.
I thought about doing that, but I was like, you know, that's a lot of money.
250 Dogecoin.
It was quite a bit of money. I was like, no, I'm not in a spot to be able to do that. All right, so this was a lot faster than the previous time I did this. Only 3 hours instead of 7. Oh, fun thing. Some of these little messages will kind of give a hint about where some items were. So, say the dwarven blacksmith will be a money smith or something if they give me money. Or your uncle likes cash. He gave me $20. Your dying uncle gives you $20. Oh.
Okay, so I gotta take off.
All right, and I hope you feel better tomorrow.
Something. I'll
Because
talk to you later, though.
I mean, you're sounding better now than when you first got on the call. But
I'm still exhausted for sure.
yeah, of course. But yeah, talk to you later. Have a good night.
Later.
Yeah, baby, she's got it. I don't even know what they did. I already had my sword. Well, I mean, it's been 3.5 hours. Do I think I can complete Final Fantasy IV Randomizer in 2? Gary! Gary's the old man. Looking down on that sea of cinnamon roll trees. I did never see what was on the pedestal. I mean, we're about to find out, I guess. Oh, it was a heart piece. Oh, okay. All right. It's good to be able to have beaten that a lot faster. Let's see. As much as I want to, have this nice, peaceful music play out, because this is a good track. Like, very underrated, but real nice. I think what I need to do is change some things around. So, and by that I mean like actually end this current recording and then start a new one, because I'm going to be changing to Free Enterprise. The end, and we'll change category to that's 4, specifically 4. It's done. I still want to wait until we get to the stats screen, because I know I didn't fight 2 bosses. I mean 2 boss rooms worth of bosses. Technically 3? But there's also things that I absolutely didn't pick up, like the bird, the shovel. I never found the shovel. The bug net, that would have been nice, but we never had that, so no fairies. The 4th bottle, never found that one. But that's fine. I was able to beat the game without any issues, so On to the important stuff. When did I find the things? The first sword was 9 minutes in. The flute, 2.5 hours. One boss fought with the fighter sword. 10 bosses fought with the gold sword. Total time, 2 hours and 46 minutes, according to the in-game clock. Okay. Oh, I also missed the shield, the last shield. Like 3 hard pieces. All right. So, we're going to come back to this screen real fast. This is the end of this portion of the stream. I will be, starting the next one. So this is the cut for the YouTube content. That it will be the end of the Link to the Past randomizer.